want to talk to you about mindset today and why we let these people have an emprise sur nous, have a power hold over us. Because at the end of the day, we choose to let them, do we not? You know this as well as I do, that this is a choice. Everything is always a choice. You always have a choice. And last night I was making a little video after I just had a talk with someone from the SFM for over a week, because I'd sort of been just hiding. And as I was doing this video, I was thinking, well, that's because that's what I'm used to doing. Every time it went bad, I just went into hiding because I had no one to talk to. You can't talk to, oh, he beat me up about, you can't go to your friends and say that. You just can't do it. And you don't, because it's your fault. So you spend your whole time questioning, answering questions, regurgitating stuff, thinking how you can make it better. You're always questioning. It never crosses your mind that he might be wrong. Not for a fucking instant. It's just wild. Anyway, so why do we let them have this hold on us? Why do we bother allowing them? And every time I've spoken about my situation, my old situation to anyone, any woman anyway, they always turn around and say, give me their little story, and we all have one. And theirs is like 20 times worse than what I went through. So why do we let them have this power over us? And I think it goes back from when you were tiny. I was in hypnosis the other day, whenever it was. I bought Marissa Peer's Compromised Life, and we go back and we go back and we go back. And one of these visions, although I had it, I thought it was just complete gobbledygook, because I was like not even an 18-month-old baby, just being dumped on this bed and left, and I was howling for someone to take care of me. Howling, screaming. How could I have been just dumped there? And then my granny used to own a hotel, so I do remember it was one of those beds. And also, the good thing about that was that, as I was writing something about this experience, I realised that maybe it was at the time where, Mummy started labour and so had been driven off to hospital to have my brother. So that sort of explained that particular situation or instance, but was it real? I don't know. Maybe that's just a story I tell myself. I don't know about that. I think it was true, but even if I have answered that question, that puts me in sort of victim mode from age dot, really. I mean, my brother was born, I was not even 2. I was born in September, he was born the December after that, so no, maybe there was 2 years, I don't know. Does that put me in a victim mode from all that time? So all my life, really, how can I not be a victim, It's very difficult. So when I find myself, and I was so close to success, that this little one thing, there's this one thing I couldn't do, or I thought I couldn't do, I didn't even try, I just automatically went back into that period of when the same thing happened. And I went down this rabbit hole of hate, disgust, angry with myself, all these things, emotions that were going on in my head were just so nasty. I'd forgotten how horrible it was, and I used to live like that every minute of every day. So, and it was Easter, and all the kids were Dad, they were toing and froing, and that really breaks my heart, because I don't want the siblings to be split up, ever, but they are, and, anyway, that's a whole different ballgame, but so all this was going on, and I just couldn't get my head out of it. Anyway, so I got my head out of it yesterday. I started to. And lo and behold, today in this little app, they, which I put the name, it's a horoscope and a little cards app, they're telling me that Venus is in opposition with Chiron. Venus is the sort of family, etc., love, and Chiron is the healing. So this is going to suddenly heal. You know, I don't know whether it's in a square or whatever. You know, years ago I tried to study this. So it's all going to heal. And this is in the app. This is why it's so I love to read it, because it explains to you in this sort of detail. And the cards are like, you know, I had the sun, which is like, you know, if you have the sun in your cards, it's pretty good. And then I had the, I can't remember what I had anyway, but anyway, it's all to do with, you know, getting better and starting a business on good groundwork. Again, I've had this card. These are the cards I sort of keep recurring. Some cards I never get. And I don't really care about that, because I don't want to know what I'm not getting. I have enough to deal with. But anyway, and I find this at some point when I've been really, really down and in the terrible mind state, yeah, that would keep me going, because I knew that, you know, the moon or the sun or Chiron or Venus or Mars or whatever it was. I do remember this Easter period. Saturn was in retrogression in the family sector. Hell, absolute hell. So, yeah, you see, it explains it. So it gives you some sort of substance with which to work on. So I'm rambling on. I know this is really long, but I had to say all this. So first off, don't let them get to you. It's very difficult to say, and you know, but try and claw your way out of that hole if you're in it. Really, really. I have lots of tools to help you with that, and one of them is this little app. Believe in it or not, but just get it and read it for, you know, 90 days. Do this 90 days and see if it works. Then you have the all sorts of other things that you can be doing, but don't, you know, lots of things I will help you with. Anyway, share this with your friends. They might like it. Bye for now.